Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Brianna and this is Athena's channel where we talk about wisdom, war, and practical reasoning. And we talk about all things manifestation related. So yeah, you create your own reality, and I like to talk about my experiences and how to also deliberately create your life. In this video, I wanted to discuss faith and what it means to have faith. There is a story in the Bible, and it's widely known, of a woman who wanted to touch the hem of Jesus's clothing, and if she could only touch the hem of his clothing, then she would be healed from the disease she had. She had a disease going on. So in this story, she's like going through the crowd, she's like, if I could touch the hem of his clothing, I would be healed. And when she finally touches it and then she's restored, Jesus looks back and says, your faith has restored you. I wanted to talk about this. It's a very, very interesting story in the Bible because sometimes we have this idea, years back when I thought about this story, I was like, wow. My initial thought was, wow, Jesus is so powerful to be doing this. How, the fact that somebody touched him and she was healed, that's an incredible story. What I didn't think about until recently was the fact was his response after this, where he says, your faith has made you whole, which leads me into this point that your belief in something, your belief, whatever that belief may be, that is what prevails. When you have faith in something and persist and are unapologetically persistent in this desire and in this belief, in this faith, you will get what you want. And this isn't really to discuss Jesus and how powerful he is, because of course he was a very powerful person on this earth that came on this earth to show us that you can do all these things and more. I mean, he literally told us this, but I really want to hone in the point that it was her. It was the woman who believed so strongly in the power of Jesus that she knew without a doubt, absolutely no doubt, and relied solely on her faith that if she were to touch him, just a little piece of his clothing, that she would be healed. That's powerful. That's really powerful. We can convince us as humans, because everything is within us. Jesus is within us, Christ's imagination. Your imagination is within you. We can convince ourselves that things are to be true. If you are able to get to a point where you can convince yourself that something is true, it will be. And you can call it delusion, whatever. I mean, whatever you want to call it, it's the truth. You have the power to claim yourself whole, to claim yourself complete, to claim yourself forgiven, because it's already done. It's already done. This reality that has been set up, it is already done. All of the possibilities that you can imagine, they already exist. And the Jesus that lives within us, the Christ that is within us, allows us to see what is already done. And if we get into a state of relaxation and allowing infinite intelligence, allowing God to work through us, we will receive manifestations very, very, very quickly. Now, I wanted to talk about affirming because I've noticed in my experience that I can affirm something once and it'll show up. It could be very well within that day. I could affirm something once and then not see it until months later. I could affirm something day and night, day and night. And I won't see it until years later. I could also affirm something day and night and see it within 24 hours. So it's pretty interesting to me, and let me know your experiences down below, because I've realized that the quicker I'm able to live in the state of knowing that it is already done and accept without a doubt that the desire that I have is going to come to pass, it's like the time collapse. And sometimes I think about the desires that I've had for a really long time. If I'm able to think of a desire and it makes me almost feel nervous, like almost feel like it's bigger than me, I will take that desire and sit with it, accept how I'm feeling about it, and literally bring it down. Like not even bring it down, but I will sit with that emotion, and I'll sit with that feeling, and I will find a way to convince myself that what my desire is not too big. It's not too big. It's not too small, whatever that desire may be. Because the truth is, and I've said this before, that you are the giant. You are the God of your reality, right? And this makes perfect sense, right? We can only have one conscious thought. We can't jump into somebody else's body. We can't live the life for somebody else. All of the blessings and the manifestations that we've received in our life is solely based off of our awareness. So it would make sense if God lives within us, and how are we not to be the gods of, or the God of our reality? It's awareness, it's imagination. Okay? So I have thought about this, and I've experimented. Something that really, really fascinates me is the fact that I could read, I have it right here, I could read this book right before bed. And when the next morning, when I wake up, I experience really fascinating, quick manifestations. Not because I'm focused on the desire itself, but because I'm in the state of knowing. I want to repeat that. So I will read this book, and it's the Neville Goddard collection, so it's multiple books, but I'll go in this book, or even reading the Bible. Sometimes I'll read the Bible before going to bed, and the next day I am so much more open to receiving these manifestations that I've had in my heart for a while now, because I have convinced myself, and I have realized that I am the author. I write the script. I'll give you an example. The other day, I was contemplating, right? I was getting kind of frustrated at myself, because I've been out here in LA and having some goals set for myself, right? And working in the entertainment industry, there's so many different thoughts that people have about that, which I think is a load. But I was, in my heart, I had let go of an agency a while back and wanted to find a new one. I'd gotten to this point though where I was like, it's not that hard. It's not hard. It's going to come to me easy, and I'm not going to have to work so hard to get this manifestation. You know, it's just an agency, and something will happen. I have faith, and I trust, and I know that the right person will come to me. The right timing will occur. All of this stuff will happen, and it'll happen when it needs to. And I didn't let go, but I sent it off to the universe, I guess you could say that. I realized that it was done. I didn't need to think about it any longer, decided to watch Stranger Things on Netflix. And then I get a random message from a wonderful woman that I know who is in the industry. And we were talking about something unrelated, and I had asked her a question about agencies that she could recommend to me to submit for. And she goes, oh no, I've got these contacts for you, and just reach out to these people. And within 2 or 3 days, I was able to connect with an agency, and I was just so, this is more of a recent manifestation, so I do hesitate to talk about things that have happened so recently, but I felt compelled to share this story because when we're able to detach from the importance of having something and know that it is already within us, it's a very, very powerful and extremely, it's an extremely cozy, it's a cozy, comfortable, relaxed spot to be in. I mean, when you truly know that you are everything, it just makes life awesome. It makes life awesome, and it makes it not so stressful, and different circumstances that you've previously manifested in your life in the past no longer can affect you. I will say this again and again and again. Never go to sleep upset. Always go to bed in the wish fulfilled. And it will have no choice but to be pushed out into your 3D reality. I mean, there's been so many times where I've thought to myself that I wanted to be in a certain place at a certain time and have certain goals. But then when I surrendered those desires and those goals and just allowed myself to fully live in the knowing that I am who I am, and that's enough, you'll be amazed. I mean, you hear it all the time of people that have manifested their wildest dreams. They're like, wow, I didn't even know that this could happen. I didn't even know that this could occur in my wildest dreams. Yeah, because the unknown is where it's at. Being in the unknown and allowing things to happen. I mean, it's great to have goals and to have specific desires, and you can most certainly you can most certainly manifest those desires that are very specific. But at the same time, being in the unknown is a very magical spot because it's not where you've been before. You know, you manifested the life that you have already, and you didn't have to subconsciously or consciously even tell yourself that, you know, you were going to receive this amount of money, or you were going to receive this and that. Like, it's based off of the state. It's truly based off of the state. That's why, like, I think affirming is great. I think it's awesome to know where you're headed and to know the direction you want to be in. But I have manifested a ton of things in rapid time through gratitude, through expressing my satisfaction with my current life. I truly believe that is the greatest power that we have. Our power doesn't lie in the past, nor does it lie in the future. It truly is in the present moment and what we are able to make of the present moment. The present moment holds all of your power. You have all the power right now, in this instance. As you're watching this video, as you are doing whatever you need to do, you possess that right now. And satisfaction, you don't even need to feel good. I mean, I've talked about this before, but remaining in a neutral state and just being constant and consistent and neutralized in your life, you can manifest tons of things from that state of being alone, in the state of neutrality, really, guys. So just being satisfied and being content with what you have and appreciative of all the things that you have manifested before, it's pretty awesome. And being able to focus in on what you're doing right now and how you want to feel right now, there's a lot of freedom in the now too. In my humble opinion, I think that freedom is the ultimate goal that we want, whether doesn't matter the religion, it doesn't matter what your goal is. The reason why we're all seeking that thing that we want, it's to be free. It really is. It's to be free and to have joy and peace and love, right? All of those great things. We just want to be free. So I hope that has helped somebody out there, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.